The future to come in 20 to 30 years. Can it be predicted in the times of global uncertainty? How to map out the contours of the future so that they are more clear and bright. And what can be done by those who are today called the new generation?
No matter it is singing or any other art, the main thing, it should be frank and from the very heart. I believe I am a happy person. It is not just a job for me. It is my home, I can say. I live by my music. Galymzhan Moldanazar, singer, composer, founder of Moldanazar Music Band, the songwriter of more than 150 songs. He has recorded several songs together with foreign musicians. He is one of the most popular Kazakh performers in the CIS internet space. Some songs are written for years. However, some of them appear within just 20 minutes, words and music, as if they had already existed for a long time and you just recall them. I think we're able to catch some waves like radio receivers. We receive this information from somewhere. For me, it is hard to explain how I write my songs. The style I work in is indie. Where does it come from? It is the 90s. In England, there were a lot of performers who played simple music which could have only 2, 3, or 4 chords. They were street musicians, but they gathered crowds of people. And now this music style has become more familiar and is an independent movement.
Мектеп қабырғасында жүріп, арманым Жүргенов өнер академиясына түсу. Бар арманым.
I had a dream of becoming a musician, a vocalist. After finishing school, I moved to Almaty, but I did not have a music school or college in my background. Therefore, I did not enter the vocal department.
Тапсырып көрдім, бірақ кейін музыкалық немесе колледж білімі болмағаннан кейін мен қабылдаған жоқ. По драйву не могу контролировать, знаешь?
Ты тогда одно вытаскивай, одно так, что ли, как-то, и чтоб эти качали у тебя.
Ну да. Кейін ауылға қайтпаудың амалын жасап.
In order not to return to the village, I entered the acting technique. But 1 year later, I realized that I would not become an actor, and I did not want to. So I decided, instead of wasting 5 years of my life, I would better make my way into music. So I quit.
Өткізбейін, одан да басқа жолмен музыканы ізденейін деп шешіп, оқудан кетіп қалдым. 1-2-3. Оқуды тастаған кезде, жатақханадан қуып жүрген кезде, баратын жерім болған жоқ.
When I dropped out of the academy, I was kicked out of the dormitory. I didn't have a place to go. During one summer, I spent nights in the parks and at the bus stations. However, I did not take that as a big problem. I had a dream and I had a goal. On the contrary, I enjoyed the fact that I was approaching my dream. I was on my way to it.
Осы қазір мен осы арманыма бара жатырмын, мен сол жолдамын. Өнер академиясында оқып жүрген кезде.
While I was studying in the Academy of Arts, I got acquainted with Aysa Sadvakasova. He is a good musician, a very talented guy.
Aysaның Bak Kusim деген әнін жаздым.
At that time, I wrote a song, Bak Kusim, and I, together with him, arranged a studio version. When we finished it, I went for a holiday to my village. I came to Kizlyarda and there was everywhere in the markets, buses, this song. I was really surprised. Amazingly, it broke up so quickly. After this song became a hit, Aysa was invited by the guys from Orda Boys Band. And later, Yerbolat Bedilkhan, the producer of Orda, and now he is the producer of 91 Band, heard me play guitar and invited me to their company too. But I was invited as a singer, not a composer. At that time, a lot of my songs came out, but nobody paid attention to them. Nobody understood them in that period. But I realized that I needed to work independently, so I quit from Orda. I admired creative work of world-class musicians and dreamed of live sound and a full-fledged band. My favorite musicians are Chris Martin and Tom York.
Chris Martin, Tom York, жақсы көретін тұлғаларым, музыканттар. It buzzes like a French, is like a танымал болмай тұрған кезде
I was not so famous to gather a band at once. I was gathering it with a great difficulty. First of all, I met a bass guitarist, Alexei Sonin. Later, Alexei invited Vova. After him, our drummer, Rahat, joined. And Ilkhom. Here, in such a composition, we have been working for 3 years so far. I wanted my music to be listened to and to be well known. I've been going to this for 9 years. These were 9 years of everyday work on lots of songs.
Ақпен бірге әні өзіме ұнайтын, қасымдағы достарыма да айтатын осы әннен бірдеңке шығады осы ән.
I myself liked the song Akpen Birgia. I even told my friends that something could be made of it. I shot my first music video for this song. I was both director and script writer. I posted it on the internet and one morning
шамамен түнгі бірлердің уақытысында ғаламторға салдым, жүктеп. Ертесінен жұлдыз болып ояндым азанда.
And I woke up a star. At midday, they began to call and text me from Moscow, Tatarstan, and Ukraine.
Татарстаннан звондады, Украинадан звондады журналистер. Бір күннің ішінде осылай интернет арқылы.
Take this seriously. Their facial expressions and the dance and everything is like so old school. It's so funny.
I was invited everywhere. At some point, I even got scared. It lasted for 2 or 3 years, and I was confused because at that time I wasn't ready to become famous, and I didn't know what to do.
Ақпен бірге деген нәрсе көп адам сұрайды, мысалы, не жайлы.
Many people ask me what the song Akpen Birge is about. What does together with the white mean? The meaning lies in the context itself. At that time, my life turned black, but I wanted to be on the bright side. That means being with the white color. This is the subtext of the song.
Ақ жағына шыққым келеді деген. Сондай ниетпен, тақырыппен жаздым. Осы ән шынында мені өмір.
The song seems to have led me to the white side of life. With this song, I became famous. It opened for me the way to the light.
Ақпен бірге ән терең таралды.
Akpen Birge was rotated on the radio stations in Europe. It was well known in Moscow and in Russia.
Қатты осы танымал болды. Кейін концертке осы американдық посольстводан адамдар келді. Кейін осы
One of our performances was visited by some people from the US Embassy. They told me that Break of Reality music band was coming to Kazakhstan, and they proposed me performing together with them.
концертті бірге жасап шығаруға. Кейін олар мені көріп, осындай ұсынды, келісім бердім. Ең қызығы олар өте мықты музыканттар ғой, классикалық музыканттар, тәжірибесі.
By the way, the most interesting thing happened at the rehearsal. Break of Reality are strong, experienced musicians who play classics. But Akpen Birge is a very simple composition. And when they got sheet music, they found it funny.
Нотаны әкеп берген кезде олар күлді. Өйткені өмір бақи мынандай үлкен жағы произведениялар.
Since before that, they had played serious, complex works. But later, when they began to play, looking into the sheets, they looked at each other and said, "Oh, cool, cool," so they liked the song. Later on, they invited me to the US to participate in one big show, and we performed together with Break of Reality.
Концерт жасады. Сол концертте Break of Reality мен бірге орындадық.
Please, without any further ado, welcome Galymzhan Moldanazar to the stage.
Мен таңғалғаным концерттен кейін, ол концертте көбінесе шақырған қонақтары Break of Reality.
I was astonished by the reaction of the Americans. After the concert, the teachers who taught music, the guys from Break of Reality, and their colleagues, they are all really cool musicians. They asked me what kind of music I played. It seemed familiar to them, but it was different at the same time.
Адамдар барлығы таңғалып, оларға ұнады. Қаншалықты біз тырысқанымен, мысалы, сол
No matter how we try to create music that is similar to the best European works, it will have a different color, and something of ours will be present in it, and the Americans felt it. And they also heard the Kazakh for the first time, and they were surprised what a beautiful language it is. They liked it very much.
американецтарға ол қатты білінді.
Double cello, huh? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Қанат Бейсекеев. Менің осы жақын досым.
My friend Kanat Beysikiev made a documentary while I was in New York. Its title is New York Moldanazar.
So we'll try it. Let's try it.
Давай, он сейчас только что сделал настройки, говорит, давай еще раз попробуем.
Okay, yeah.
Let's try again.
One day, Kanat called me and said, "Galymzhan, I'm making a movie now about Kazakh children adopted by foreign people. Do you mind me using your song, Mirim Di Bol?"
Фильм түсіріп жатырмын. Кейін осы Қанат фильмінен
Later, Kanat cut out fragments of this film for a music video. Many people liked it.
видеоклип жақсы көзқараста болды көп адамдар.
You're the best.
He's the best son ever.
Кейін жақын досым Малик Зенгермен таныстым.
My close friend Malik Zenger I met in a nightclub. He told me that he had graduated from the New York Film Academy and that he liked my songs.
Маған әндер ұнайды.
Сейчас можете импровизировать, если кто-то что-то хочет сказать, крикнуть, кого-то позвать.
Өзің ғананың тарихы да қызық болды. Bir күні Малик қонаққа келіп.
The prehistory of Ozin Gana music video is quite interesting too. One day Malik visited me. I was just finishing one song and was in the process of work. There was a fragment with an accordion, and I was reproducing it. He heard this and said, "Finish this by all means today and send it to me." I finished it without thinking and sent it to him. After a week or two, he showed me a script. I liked it at once, and we started to work.
Сценарийін оқиға жіберді. Бірден ұнады. Ұнады, сөйтіп дайындық басталып кеттік. Сөйтіп қарттар үйіне түсірдік. Қарттар үйіндегі сол актерлар емес, нағыз өмірдің қиыншылығын көрген.
The actors were the elderly people from the nursing home, the real people with a hard life.
Үлкен 2 айдай жұмыс жасадық. Енді жұмыс істелмей біткен жаңағы қирап жатқан.
We found an abandoned factory and cleaned it up. We worked every day for about a month to shoot this music video.
Сол клипті түсіруге. Біздің главный героиня актрисаның.
Thanks to this video, the main character found her relatives. After its release, we received a letter from her relatives. In general, after it, many unfamiliar people wrote and called us. They offered their help and they wanted to give presents to them. Many thanks to Malik for this.
Сыйлық жасасақ деген көп адамдар. Сол үшін Маликке рахмет. Уақыт мен үшін ең қымбат нәрсе.
Time is the most precious thing for me. For the last 5 years, I have not been sleeping well. It seems to me that time passes very fast. I have a feeling that I do not have enough time to do much.
Сондай ішімде
Galymzhan Moldanazar!
Адамды алдауға болады, бірақ уақытты алдай алмайсыз. Сол себепті.
You can deceive a person, but you cannot deceive time. That's why I try to spend it on good things and to use time wisely.
Жұмсауға тырысамын. Жақсы нәрсеге, пайдасы бар нәрсеге.
Right now, I am glad that I'm sitting next to you. These are wonderful moments. I used to dream of being a famous person, and now I am really happy because you are filming me, and now I'm just living my dream. In general, I do not see bad people around me. I work together with young guys, and although they're 10 years younger than me, they're really talented and determined. By the way, I learn a lot from them.
Талантты еріншек емес. Қазір қуантатын нәрсе, қазіргі жас буындар өте.
I'm glad that people of the new generation know a lot and are diversified. Today they think differently and reasonably. They're more independent.
Өзін еркін ұстайды. Үйде де, сахнада да, барлық жерде бірдеймін. Егер адам
I'm the same both at home and on the stage. If some people approach me, I try to communicate with them, but it doesn't always happen. Sometimes we give 2 or 3 concerts per day, and after the performance we try to escape as soon as possible.
Армандарым бар, мақсаттарым бар, олардың бірін қазақ тілінде тағы да бір.
I will not hide it. I have an ambitious goal to reach the world level, and it is obligatory that my songs are in the Kazakh language. I want to try to record music in jazz or lounge style as an experiment, and there are plans to work with a live orchestra. So these are our ideas and dreams.
Концерт беру.
Mangata
At the end of 2017 in Kiev, Galymzhan Moldanazar recorded a song in Kazakh together with the Ukrainian singer Ivan Dorn. And at home in Almaty, Moldanazar band is working on several albums. One of them is due to be released in early 2018.